Have you ever felt like your spiritual life was like a big pendulum or a big swing sometimes? In this week's gospel, we get to see that clearly in Peter. Peter has this great moment where Jesus asks them, "Who do you say that I am?" And in courage, he responds, "You are the Christ." And it's a great moment for Peter where he acknowledges who God is. And I think it's a moment where he gave his life to Jesus. And from there, Jesus goes on and he starts to talk to the disciples and the people that are around and says how he's going to be rejected, how he's ultimately going to how he's going to die and suffer. And so what does Peter do next? He takes Jesus aside and rebukes him. And in this moment, I think Peter thought, Jesus, you're losing focus. Who's going to want to follow you if you're talking about dying? And Jesus says to Peter, he says, "Get behind me, Satan," which probably was about the worst thing Jesus could say to him at that time. Just that you're actually missing out. You're missing the vision of what it's about. Yeah, and he goes on to say that every one of us need to pick up our cross and follow after him, because you can't save your life by trying to save it, that you need to give it away. That in our spiritual lives, we're called to look for how can we give our life away? How can we let God be the focus of our lives? So whether it's what's our ultimate plans in life or our plans for the next 5 minutes, how can we make God the focus and the center? Because it's not about me. It says, ultimately, those who give their life away will find life. And I think that's really what Share Jesus has been about. It's been about giving away the love and the life that we've received in Jesus Christ. And so I want to encourage you to continue to find ways to do that. Find ways that you can share Jesus. Tangibly share the love that God has given you. And I want to thank you for being a part of this journey so far. Whether this is the first video you watched or you've watched every single video, it means a lot to me and to everyone involved that you've been a part of what Share Jesus is. And as we look forward to Advent and to Lent this year, we've got some great big things in store. And we're going to invite you to be a part of that very soon. Be on the lookout for more information on that. I just thank you for being a part of Share Jesus and encourage you. Let's continue to find ways to give ourselves away. That in following Jesus, in picking up our cross, in laying down our lives for the sake of the gospel, Jesus says, that's where we find life. I hope you found life in Jesus and continue to do so. God bless.